Hello guys, it's Becca and little Everly with her little hat all wonky. It's a little bit big, and anytime I touch it anyway, it makes it all wonky. It's got a little knot on the top. Mama's little Everly. Everly is the baby of a few. She will be with me today, Sunday, and Monday. So she's my baby of the few. And I know you can't see her on camera, but little Sierra is sitting over here. She's my baby of the day. She's Paradise Gallery's Noah. And she's sitting over here by Mama, but she's not on camera right now. Well, how have y'all been doing? If you're new to my channel, this is Rocking with Becca, and every Saturday I try to do this little series of videos. I put up a video every Saturday with me sitting here in my rocking chair, rocking a baby, and we talk about different things. If you have any questions you would like to leave for me in the comments below, I will write them down and I will address them as they come in, and you know, in the order they come in. And it helps me if you leave me questions or topics that you would like for me to talk about concerning the doll hobby and stuff like that. Even you can ask me other questions. It doesn't have to be just about the doll hobby. Just if you want to ask me something about my health, or you know, just my everyday living. If it's too personal, I'll just tell you it's too personal, that I don't discuss that on YouTube. But I did have a question that was a little bit too personal. I actually did a video and put it up last Sunday. Yeah, last Sunday. I did a video answering the question, and it just about did me in. It was just a little bit too personal, and a few people did see it and comment, but their comments helped me to go ahead and make my decision to take the video down. Their comments was that was my business and no one else. You know, it wasn't for me to share with. I mean, they wasn't like correcting me. They were telling me that, you know, that was my, you know, I shouldn't have to explain that question. That the, you know, the person shouldn't have asked that question. And the more I thought about their comments, I said, you know, you're right. You are right. That is a little tad too personal there. And so I took the video down. And there was only a handful of people that saw it. So if you was one that saw it, you know, I did take it down. I agree with you. That was, you know, something that was my business and nobody else's. So, thank you for your comments on it. I really appreciate that. I appreciate your support and your love and concern for me. It helped me to decide to go ahead and take that video down. So, anyway, but that is really the first question that hit me that way. Usually I just, you know, casually answer every question that's given me, but that one was, it really hit me. And I thought, well, you know, they deserve to know, I guess, but I'm not going to say what it was, but after reading those comments, those two comments, the more I thought about it, I said, no, I said, that is really kind of more than what I should talk about on YouTube. So, I took it down. But anyway, normally all questions, I answer them. So I just wanted you to know, if you're the one that put the question up and you never hear it answered, I just felt like it was too personal. So, but I've told you the baby of a few and the baby of the day. So now, I want to give a shout out to a subby that I haven't too long ago found. And her channel is Angels of Mine Reborn Nursery. She has 338 subscribers, and her name is Lindsay. And I haven't too long ago found her, but I've been watching her videos, and guys, I love to hear her talk. She is a Southerner, whether she lives in the South or not. I don't know where she lives. I wouldn't tell you if I did. That would be for her to do. But she has got to be a Southerner. I love her Southern drawl. Oh my goodness. If for no other reason, you need to go over and just listen to her talk. I love her Southern accent. And I've been watching her videos and commenting on them. And I've been really enjoying what she does, what she puts up. She's been showing some hauls. She changes her babies. I've only, like I said, I've only just, the last little bit, maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago is when I found her. So I haven't watched a whole lot of videos. I've hit the notification bell. I tried to watch every one that she puts up. I may have missed 1 or 2 because of the high demand of watching videos. Yeah, I really enjoy her channel. So, if you'd like to, I'd love for you to go over to her channel and subscribe to her if you haven't already, and let her know that I sent you, and so that she got a shout out from Rocking with Becca. So anyway, yeah, go check her out. I think you would enjoy her. And I almost didn't do a video this morning. I have to say, all my work has caught up with me. Fibro's decided to kick in, although I am very thankful it's not as bad as it normally would have been. This time, it's not as bad, but I am feeling the effects of fibro. I don't know. I'm thankful. I'm very thankful that I've been able to do like I have, but I really don't understand, because it's been quite a few years since I've been able to do like I did this week. I cleaned hard and heavy, for my body. Now, for me as a young person, I would have got all that done in one day. But at the condition I'm in now, I was doing it hard and heavy for me. It took me 3 days to get all of the sweeping, mopping, dusting, and cleaning the bathroom done. It took me 3 days. But I got it done. I worked hard and heavy all 3 days. Was able to, 3 consecutive days. 1 day right after another. And that's been unheard of for a few years. You know, I might work pretty good one day, and then the next couple of days I'd be down. Then work for a day, and the next couple of days I'd be down, and that's the way it's been for the past 3-4 years. And I was able to do it in 3 consecutive days, and I was just amazed. And it really didn't, even though I didn't work yesterday as far as, you know, house cleaning, I did a little bit of laundry, and I just crafted and played with my babies yesterday. Didn't really do anything stressful or, you know, exerting myself a lot yesterday. But it really didn't hit me until last night. And like I said, it's not as bad as it normally would have been, because I normally couldn't have done 3 consecutive days. But I got to feeling the only way I know how to explain it is like my arms are heavy, my legs are heavy. I guess you would call that weakness, or maybe, I don't know, but it's like I can't hardly pick up my arms, and when I walk, my feet feels heavy, like I just got to drag them, like I can't pick them up. And then I got up this morning, and my waist kind of felt that way. I've never felt that way in my waist before. I guess that is probably from, you know, my body not being used to working that much all in a row. That I guess you would say I'm like sore, or like your muscles feel weak after a rigorous workout, you know, and you feel like that's the way my waist felt this morning, like it didn't want to hold me up. And I can't say I'm dizzy where things are swirling. Now this is fibro. It's not like I'm dizzy, like things are swirling, but my head feels woozy and heavy. And if I move too fast, then I'll get that sensation like it's going to start swirling. And so I'm feeling all that today. So today I'm going to just really take it easy. I'm just going to play with my babies, not really even do anything, a whole lot of activity with them, just snuggling with them mostly, and maybe just sit at my desk in my craft room and do a little bit of coloring or something, just something relaxing that's not really taxing on my mind or body. And I am so thankful. I am so thankful. Even though I'm feeling it today, it is nothing like it normally does me when I do cleaning, and I am so thankful. But, you know, I wonder why, you know, because it's been years that I hadn't been able to do it the way I did it this week, but I'm very thankful I was able to, and I hope it'll stay that way, that I will be able to, you know, get my house clean in 3 days. Hey, that's a blessing to me, to get the whole house done in 3 days. That is such a blessing to me, and I am so thankful for it. And but I am feeling the effects of it right now. My arthritis is just throbbing right here in my thumb. Oh my goodness, hurts so bad, kind of like a knife grinding down on that bone, that joint. Anyway, I wanted to tell you about that, and I am so thankful that I'm not feeling any more effects than what I am. I just thank you, Jesus, for it. So, so that's my shout out. That's my baby of the day and baby of a few, and update on how I'm doing. So I guess we'll get right on into the question for today. This question was asked me by puppybreath6790. And her question was, any other hobbies and why? I guess she means, are there anything other than my dolls? any other hobbies and why? Well, I don't really understand the and why, but I'll do my best to answer your question. I do have other hobbies. I love to do the adult coloring. And matter of fact, I have a craft channel if you would be interested in that. The link to all my social media is in the description of every video. You can find my Facebook links there, my Instagram link there. Both YouTube channel links is in every description. Every description of every video, whether it's on my craft video or my doll video. It's always there. All you have to do is click that little more over at the side of the description on the right hand side. It'll say more. Click on that. It'll drop down the box and you'll see all that I have in my description. So I love to do adult coloring. That's my first, I guess. I do paper crafting, where I guess you would call it paper crafting. Really more glue booking type things. Okay, I think I know the why now. Just a minute, I'll get to the why. It just clicked on me. Why? I like that. But I don't really want to call it paper crafting because it's mostly glue booking. I might call it an artisan journal on video. It's according to what collab I'm participating in and what they call it. I might call it junk journal. I might call it a glue book. But mainly it's where I just cut things out of magazines and glue it into another book, making a scene or making a collage. Collaging. I love to collage. I guess that would fit the bill also, is collaging. So I might call it collaging in a video. Let me think. Oh, and I diamond paint. I like to do diamond painting. Now, the why of all that. Kind of my history on my hobbies is, well, all my life I've wanted to get into doing, handmade things. All my married life, after I got married, got older, actually teenagers and all that. Don't think, well, I didn't. I had my mind on other things as a teenager, but after I got married and all, I just loved the idea of handmade items. And so I tried several different things. First, it was making my own clothes, which I never got good enough. I mean, I wore my clothes, but you could tell they were handmade. I wasn't a very good seamstress, and I really didn't know how to put material with certain patterns, and what you would need to make it look good. And if I couldn't take my pattern and cut it out, I had to use a pattern. And if I couldn't take my pattern, cut my dress out right by that pattern, sew it together, and it fit me, then it was just a ruined outfit because I didn't know how to alter. I taught myself to sew. I did a little bit of sewing in home ec when I was in school, but not enough. I mean, I was in home ec just enough to learn how to, thread a sewing machine and how to make my stitches. And I made an apron. That was our first project, was to make an apron. And I made my apron. But after leaving home ec, I didn't have a sewing machine. Didn't get one till after I was married, and I was married a few years before I got my sewing machine. And so finally one day I just asked hubby to get me a sewing machine, and I wanted to start making my clothes. And he did when we got where he could financially. He got me a sewing machine, and I started making clothes. I have only boys. I have 2 boys. I don't have any girls. And I'm actually made my boys some outfits. And I was right proud of myself. I mean, you could tell I was an immature, is that the way you want to call it? I don't know the right word. Where I'm just starting out, beginner. There's a different word I'm trying to think of, but I can't bring it up. You could tell it was just a beginner sewing, but I enjoyed doing it until I gained weight so much that every time I made an outfit, a dress, I only wore dresses or skirts. And I still only wear dresses or skirts and blouses. But, you know, I had gained weight having my children and got unproportioned, that when I just went by the pattern and sewed it up, there would be one place or the other that didn't fit, because I was bigger up in the bodice area than I was bigger in the hip area than I was in the bodice area after having my babies. And it got to where every outfit I made, unless it was just a big moo-moo type dress like I'm wearing now, and back then I didn't really want to wear moo-moo dresses, you know. I wanted to, you know, being a younger person, I wanted to wear decent clothes, you know. And so every dress I fixed, either it was too tight in the waist so the top would fit, or it was way too big in the top so the waist and hips would fit. So I gave up sewing. I only did mending, you know, like when there was a ripped seam or a button that needed to be put on or whatever. But then all through my young married life, I tried my hand at crocheting, and I did a little bit of that, but it just didn't hold my attention a long time. Let me think what else I did as crafts or as hobbies. I used to read. Oh my, I know that's not a craft type hobby, but that was one of my hobbies. I read all the time. Any spare minute, you know, that I wasn't having to do something else or going somewhere or whatever. If I had a spare minute, I was reading. And I used to love to take my book. This is even after I was on up in years and my kids was gone. I'd love to take a book and go to the excuse me, go to the local diner and sit there and eat my, you know, get a lunch and eat my lunch and read while I was eating. Oh, that was the most relaxing and enjoyable thing, just to sit there and eat at my leisure, you know, just take my time and reading. Oh, I loved it. But then when I got in the doll hobby, I kind of got out of reading. And that's on down my life. I'll tell you that in a minute. But anyway, so I love to read as a younger, you know, adult. And I tried my hand at embroidery one time and didn't do that very, very much at all. Just maybe 1 or 2 projects, and I didn't do that anymore. That was in my early adult life. Then in my mid, you know, when my kids was like preteens and teens, I started cross stitching. Now that I stuck with for a good little while. I started cross stitching, but it got to where holding that little bitty needle and pulling it up and down through that material, my thumb with arthritis, is that carpal tunnel or is that a whole different thing? I don't know the names to all these things, but it got to where it was hurting my thumb. And I kind of just lost interest in it. And oh, not too many years ago, we had a yard sale at the church, and I sold every bit of my cross stitch patterns and material and thread. I just sold the whole works and got out of that. And I've tried a couple of times getting back in it since then, and I don't have the interest for that anymore. But back in 2012, I believe it was, my sister, Mom, was living with me the first time she lived with me. She's lived with me twice. The first time she was living with me, my baby sister, came over to spend a few days with Mama there at the house with us, and she brought her scrapbook stuff, and she showed me what and all she was doing. She worked on it a little bit while she was there, and after she left, I got thinking. I said, I want to do that. And so I got started in, buying me up some scrapbook things, and I got started scrapbooking. So she's the one that got me into scrapbooking. And I scrapbooked for years. So I started scrapbooking, and then it wasn't long, Mom moved in with my older sister, and I scrapbooked all those years, and then we moved in the house that we're in now. I've been in it almost 6 years. Right after we moved in this house, Mom moved back in with me, and I was still scrapbooking, and I scrapbooked, a year or so with her living with me. But my anxiety at that time had started just really getting bad. Then 2020 came along, and every time I would go in there to do a scrapbook page, I would get in, I'd look at what I had, look at my picture, decide what I was going to use, get all my material out, and get started working on it. Well, I got interrupted. One thing or another. Either I'd have to go check, see what Mom needed, or the phone would call, the phone would ring, or somebody would come to the door, or my dog would need something, need to go out. I was constantly being interrupted. And it got to the place that it was causing my anxiety to just really kick in. Because whenever I would have to leave my project, by the time I come back to it, I couldn't remember what I had planned out to do. So I would have to replan it with what I already had on the paper. Then I had to replan it and get started working again. And I never got a page done without 2 or 3 interruptions. And it got to where it was just working on my nerves. And I completely gave up all crafting. I quit scrapbooking. I was making cards back then. I quit making cards. Anything I didn't color. I didn't diamond paint. Anything. I just quit all crafting. And I can't remember how I got started diamond painting. Can't remember. So I can't tell you how I got started in that. But I just gave up all crafting for about a year or so. And then I decided to pick it back up. Well, I didn't pick back up the scrapbooking because I felt like it was a little bit too much for me to, and the condition, with my anxiety and all, it was just a little bit too much for me to deal with. So I started back with my diamond painting and adult coloring, because that was something I really didn't, it was kind of like a mindless thing. You don't really have to think up a plan, and you just sit down and color, or you just sit down and diamond paint. And so I started back doing that. Then I think it was my baby sister that got me started in the glue booking, or the collaging, however you want to call it. Glue booking, collaging, journals, journals, artisan journals, whatever you want to call it. I basically, what I do is collaging with magazine pages, no matter which type journal that I'm doing a collab for. You know, I basically just do the collaging with magazine pictures. I do throw in a little something different every now and then, but it's most of my pages are collaging, and that is enjoyable also, and it's kind of a mindless type thing that you don't really have to, unless you're doing a collab and they give you a prompt, then you know it can kind of get a little bit more intense than just sitting down gluing pictures in the book, you know. But all of that, my reason for doing those things is it occupies my mind. I stay home all the time by choice. But, you know, even though that's my choice, I can't just sit here and twiddle my thumbs, you know. I've got to have something to occupy my mind. So my crafting, my coloring, my diamond painting, my collaging, all of that is something enjoyable and relaxing, and gives me something to think on, that I'm not sitting here thinking about my aches and pains and troubles. And so I hope I answered your question, Puppy Breath. I hope I answered your question to your satisfaction. I hope I understood what you was asking, and that I, you know, addressed it like it needed to be addressed, and, you know, satisfied your wanting to know about it. So anyway, and you know, something that's really weird to me, like I'm sitting here right now and I feel perfectly fine. But when I get up to walk, you know, I got up this morning out of the bed, you know, did all my, what you have to do when you first get up, you know, go to the bathroom, and went and sat in my chair and with my first cup of coffee, and I sit there, and I felt weak, you know, like I was talking about, in my waist and all, and my feet, my legs, my arms, you know, when I got up and went to the bathroom and everything. So then hubby was getting me a cup of coffee, so I went and sat in my chair, and while we was sitting there and drinking our coffee and talking, I was fine, felt fine. Then I got up to go get dressed, get ready for the day to do the video and everything, and got up and started moving around, and I realized how heavy my feet and my arms felt, and my waist felt like it didn't have the strength to hold me, and like I said, my head not spinning, but I felt that heavy, woozy feeling in my head, and if I moved too fast, I would get the sensation like it was going to start spinning. And so I had to work through getting myself around because of the feeling of weakness and all. And so now that I've come in here and sat down and talking to y'all, I feel perfectly fine. I feel like there's nothing wrong with me, you know, and I don't know if I'm going to feel that way when I get up, or if I'll feel like I did earlier when I get up and start moving around. And it's just weird that when you're just sitting here, you feel okay, you feel like everything's fine. You get up and start moving around, and you realize everything's not fine. It's really weird. But anyway, alright guys, I've kept you a long time already, and we got some things we need to take care of, don't we? Yes, we have some drawings. Uh-oh, baby. We have a couple of drawings that we need to do. Spinning of the wheel. A couple of babies we need to give away. If you was here last week for Rocking with Becca, then you know that I've put 2 babies up. I can't hardly straighten my fingers out, guys. I can tell when I try to straighten my fingers, I can tell that I'm weak. Anyway, I got sidetracked. Which is not hard for me to do at all, getting sidetracked. How long? We've already been on here 35 minutes, guys. We got to get on with the program. But last week, I said that we was going to give 2 babies away, 1 to U.S. and 1 to international. So, we're going to go in yonder to the computer. We're going to see who our winners are. I'm giving... Okay, guys, we are here at the computer, and we are ready to pick a winner. So, this is for Paradise Galleries, Daddy's Girl. This is the U.S. subbies that commented to enter me. So, so we have, let's see, yeah, we have 23 entries. So, best wishes to each of you. Here we go. You ready? All right. 3, 2, 1. Tamra-Wise-6951. You are the winner of Daddy's Girl. So, email me. I'm not sure I still have your address. I tried to remember to put everybody's addresses in my address file, but I can't remember if I did yours or not. So just go ahead and email me again with your address. That way I'll know you saw this video. And, yeah, let me know. All right, I am going to remove Tamara's name now. The reason I moved her name is I did not get one comment from international people. Not one. So, I want to give away this little girl, which is Hanami from Paradise Galleries. So, I'm going to do the second drawing on my U.S. people and see who, what am I trying to say, guys? I'm sorry. It's fibro. All this kicking in. Hold on. Let me see what I was saying. Okay. I didn't get any comments on the from international peeps, so I'm doing the second drawing on U.S. peeps. So let's go ahead and spin the wheel and see who is going to get Hanami. Luca Matthews, you are the winner of Hanami. So, email me. My email address is in the description of every video. If you cannot find it in the description, there is a little arrow that you click on the right-hand side, and it will drop down the description where you can see more of what's in the description, or it might say more instead of an arrow, and it might be an arrow with the word more, but click on that in the description. It will drop down, and just scroll down. You will find my email address. It's in every description of every video and email me with your mailing address, and I will get Hunami out to you. Now I'm going to go ahead and remove Luca from the, if I'm saying your name right, from the wheel, because if these two people do not get in touch with me, I'll have to do another drawing, and I won't redraw their names because they didn't get into contact with me. So, all right, guys, let's head back to the nursery. See you in there. Okay, guys, we're back in the nursery, and here's my sweet little Sierra. She is Paradise Gallery's Noah, and I've got her. She's my baby of the day. She'll be with Mommy today, and so I wanted to bring her on the second half of this video, or this last portion of this video. I'll get it out in a minute. Whew. Anyway, yeah, congrats to the winners. I did the international chants this week. I know I didn't send one out. No one commented from international that they wanted the dolls. So I don't know that I will do another international giveaway. If I do, it'll be down close to the end of giving away the dolls. I was very surprised that I didn't get any comments from Canada or international, anyone international. I didn't get not one comment. So I gave it away to another U.S. peeps because I wanted to get rid of both dolls this week. I told you I had a couple of customs that's been in the making for a while, and I'm hoping to very shortly that one of them will be ready to ship, hopefully. And so I am trying to make room for those two coming in, and so I wanted to get rid of two this week. And since I didn't have any international people that commented, I decided to go ahead and give it to another U.S. subscriber. So, you guys just be sure to email me your mailing address. Or if you, I didn't say this at the wheel, but if you are friends with me, or in a group with me, however you want to say it, on Facebook, and would like to do, send me your email through Facebook Messenger or Instagram Messenger, that's fine. Either way, either email or Facebook or Instagram messages, you can send me your mailing address. So, yeah. So, oh! I don't have the baby for next week. Oh my goodness. I'm going to pause you right here and go get the baby for next week. I cannot believe. Well, I can believe. I've been very busy cleaning this week. Something that I hadn't been able to do in a while. And I actually enjoyed it. So, I really didn't think to do this and get the baby ready. But I know which one I'm going to give away. I just don't have it in its original outfit. And I wanted to get it in its original outfit. But I'm going to go ahead and show you which baby it is. And I will later change it into its original outfit to go home to you. Okay? So I'm going to pause you. Hold on. Hey guys. Oh, baby's here. Oh, baby's here. Oh, baby is the giveaway baby for next Saturday. And as you see, he's not in his original outfit right now, but he does have his original outfit. I will get him put in it. And he does have his COA, so I will get him all fixed up and ready to go. Matter of fact, since I don't have him in his original outfit, I may do a video. I don't know if it'll be today or what, but I may do a video getting him dressed, ready to go home to whoever wins him next week. Excuse me, whoever wins him next week. So, this is the giveaway for next Saturday. If you would like to enter to put your name in the drawing for this baby for next week, what you must do is, first off, you must be 18 years old or older. You must have a U.S. mailing address. This is U.S. only. You must be a subscriber to my channel. And you must comment below, "Oh baby, enter me." Yes, 4 words. "Oh baby, enter me." That's what you have to put to be in the drawing to win this baby, for a chance to win this baby. So, 18 years old or older, U.S. mailing address, be a subscriber, and comment below, "Oh baby, enter me." I just thought it'd be fun to put something else besides enter me. So put, "Oh baby, enter me." This is not a, like this video. That's a requirement. Like this video. This is not a requirement, but it is something I would love for you to do if you wouldn't mind doing it. Either do a video telling people, telling your subbies about the giveaways every Saturday on Rocking with Becca, or just share my Rocking with Becca video either on your community page or on Facebook, or however you could share it. That's not a requirement to be put in for the drawing, but it is something I'd love for you to do if you wouldn't mind doing it. But yeah, 18 years old or older, U.S. mailing address, like this video, and put, "Oh baby, enter me." And I'll put your name down in the drawing or the spinning of the wheel for a chance to win this baby. Alright guys, I've taken up so much of your time today. I'm going to get off of here. I'm going to go. I don't know what I'm going to do first. I may sit back in my chair a little bit. I don't know. But I'm going to go on and snuggle with babies. And if I feel like it later on, I may do a video of changing him into his original outfit. But if not, then I will see you in the next one, whenever it will be. Alright, talk with you all later. Hope you have a great rest of your day and weekend. Love y'all. Bye.